Hello, students. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome back. Now, this is the fourth lecture. In the first three lectures of this chapter 100 Dresses Part 1, we have seen there was a girl named Venda Petronsky. Venda Petronsky, who have been teased by her classmate named Peggy and Madeline, also called as Maddie. They used to make fun of Venda Petronsky, where Peggy had invented one game where she used to ask Venda that how many dresses do you have, how many hats, how many shoes. So she used to ask various questions and she used to make fun of Venda Petronsky, a Polish girl studying in an American school. So what problems she faced, what problems she came across, and how the Peggy and Maddie used to tease her. In the third lecture, last lecture, we have seen where Maddie wants to stop Peggy not to tease, where Maddie knows that even she belongs from the poor family. Next, if the Peggy and her friends will start teasing her, so she won't like this. Now let's go in the next paragraph. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Vanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent mindedly. 8 times 8, let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy. To say, hey Peg, let's stop asking Vanda how many dresses she has. Now, today, as in the starting of the chapter, it shows that today it was Monday. Monday and Tuesday it was not noticed that Monday and Tuesday it was not noticed that Venda Petronsky was absent. Her absence was not noticed, but yes, on Wednesday it was noticed by Peggy and Maddie. So this line is of Wednesday, that they came late. They had been late on Wednesday when they were waiting for Venda Petronsky to arrive and they can make fun of her, but they couldn't as she didn't turn up. And Maddie was glad. On the contrary, now here she was happy because now she don't have to make fun of Venda. And she worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. And this first line it shows that Maddie was happy that she don't want to make fun. Wherein the another line shows that she solved her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. What could be the reason of absent-minded? 8 times 8, let's see. What could be the reason? That the reason was that she wished she had the nerve. Here, the nerve means to build up the courage, guts to say something openly. She don't have the nerve to write Peggy a note. That because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy, to say she is knowing that she don't have the courage. She can't build up the courage to say Peggy that what she had to say to Peggy. For what reason she have to build up the courage? What words she have to say? Hey Peg, let's stop asking Venda how many dresses she has. She have to say this, and for this she need a courage to build up the courage, and she don't have the courage. What is the reason behind not having the courage? Why she can't say these words to Peggy? What are the reasons for this? Now, when she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and shuddered. Now, she don't have the courage, but she thought that I will make it. I'll build up the courage, and she started writing. While she finished her arithmetic, after completing her arithmetic, she started to write a note to Peggy, and suddenly in the middle of the writing, she paused. Pause means just stopped and shuddered. Shuddered means shake, vibrate. What could be the reason? Vibrate in a shock. All of a sudden, she just shuddered. What could be the reason? She pictured herself in the schoolyard. As in the previous paragraph, it was told that Maddie was also poor and it could be her next turn. So now what she is doing, when she was writing a note, she thought that I am in the schoolyard. She saw herself in the schoolyard. She started imagining herself in the schoolyard, a new target for the Peggy and the girls. If they will stop teasing Venda, who will be the next target? Maddie, because she was also the poor. And what questions the Peggy might ask? Peggy might ask her where she got the dresses that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with. Now, what kind of questions Peggy will be asking? That Peggy will be asking the questions that from where or whose dress she had on, means she is wearing. She had on means wearing. Whose dress she is wearing. So, what reply the Maddie have to give? The Maddie have to say that it was one of the Peggy's old one, the Peggy's old clothes, the second hand clothes. Peggy's second hand clothes have been worn by Maddie, and Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with, means to repair it with new trimmings, so no one in the room number 13 would recognize it. Some new designs. Trimmings here means in the form of new designs and decorations have been done. The pattern, so nobody can recognize, nobody can identify that dresses whichever have been given by Peggy. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Venda. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Now, what did the Maddie thought? That it is the only Peggy who can choose by herself or think by herself. If she only thinks, then only it can be stopped. Oh well, now why she did her action? She put her hand through that short blonde hair to remove that uncomfortable thoughts. Number of times we just push our hairs or just make the hands. So what difference did it make? Slowly Maddie tore into bits the notes she had started. She was Peggy's best friend and she was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. Now she wanted to remove that uncomfortable thoughts which were there in her mind, that it will be her turn. If she asked Peggy to stop teasing Venda, she will be the next. So this all kind of uncomfortable thoughts she want to remove from her mind. That's the reason she had just put her hair in that short blonde hair. And whatever the note she have written, she tore that note into pieces. And as Peggy was Maddie's best friend, so she is thinking that whatever the Peggy will do, it won't be possibly wrong. Because Peggy was the best liked girl. She was loved by everyone in room number 13. She was the best girl and nobody could thought that Peggy will do anything wrong. As for Venda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggin's height and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Scarcely means very rarely. Sometimes she talk about the Venda. Apart from that, she don't speak anything. She only spoke to Venda in that schoolyard and asked her about that 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with red sash. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in the pretended admirations. Okay, it was a slip of tongue. So it is pretended admirations that now Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. Maddie easily remembered that whatever the thing have been talked by Venda. Now, Venda was saying about the pale blue color dress with the beautiful trimmings on it, and even she remembered that she talked about a brilliant jungle green with red sash. A bottle green, brilliant jungle green means we can call it as a bottle green, dark green color with having a red sash on it, a red tint on it. And if you wear that kind of dress, you will look like a Christmas tree. Obviously, the Christmas tree is green and decorated with the red colors. So the girl had said here, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Now they are pretending, they are just showing off. Pretend means just to do show off. Oh wow! Admiring means loving, they love. As the Venda was saying, the girls, that is Peggy, Madeline, and the other classmates, just pretended, they just show off, admiring that they liked it, that whatever the dress Venda was talking about. Thinking about Venda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Now, when Maddie was thinking about the Venda's 100 dresses, all of a sudden she thought that who will be the winner of that drawing and coloring contest, which was organized for girls, and for the boys it was designing motorboats. So her reply was that Peggy will be the only winner. Peggy would only win the girls' medal, as Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. As Peggy was smart and the best liked and talented girl too. So she was thinking that Peggy will be the only winner. At least that's what everybody thought. Obviously, as Peggy was quite smart, talented, and best liked girl, so everybody was thinking that she will be the only one to win the contest. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. This picture, whichever she used to draw, that much beautifully she used to draw that anybody can recognize or identify that which personality she have drawn. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Maddie was quite damn sure that Peggy is surely sure shot winner. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winner. Then they would, no, tomorrow the teacher will be announcing the winners. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Drizzling means just a light rains, a few droplets were falling. Lightly it was raining. Drizzling means light rains. So, drizzling means light rain. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Venda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street. Where they used to wait? They used to wait on the corner of Oliver Street for Venda Petronsky to make fun of her. But as it was drizzling, so obviously they are not going to wait. Okay, and that street was far, far away under the railroad tracks, and up the hill led to Boggin Heights, which takes to the Boggin Heights. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today it was important. What day it was? As it was told in the previous paragraph that who will be the winner of that contest, and clear shot they thought that the Peggy will be winner, and tomorrow, that is the next day, means now today the teacher is going to announce the name of the winners, and that is actually it will be the Thursday. So as the teacher is going to announce the name of the winner, now they won't be waiting for Venda Petronsky, as they don't want to be late. Now they are quite curious. They are eager to know the name of the winner. So didn't wait, and it was not important. More important was to know the name of the winner. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Now what Peggy is asking, that whether the Miss Mason will announce the name of the winners. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie, of course you will win, Peg. Obviously, when the Peggy asked that whether the Miss Mason will announce the name of the winner, so at that time the Maddie replied, surely, of course, and you will be the winner, Peg. Now she is saying that you will be the winner. So what did the Peggy reply? Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. Actually, she was also eager to know the name of the winner. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and window sill. Dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs are all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled and murmured admiringly. Now, as soon as they entered the classroom, they stopped and they gasped. Now they are looking. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge, on each and every corner, edge, and window sill was filled with the dazzling color, bright and brilliant colors. Dazzling, bright, shiny, were drawn on the great sheets of wrapping paper, and there must have been 100 of them. There would be the number of drawings which were pasted, which were on the walls, which were all lined up beautifully. That would be 100 in number, and these must be the drawings which are for the contest. They whistled or murmured, admiring. Obviously, there will be the sound. They are murmuring, they are talking to each other, admiring, looking. As soon as the class has assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Bagels had won for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room number 12. Now, who is the winner from the boys? That is Jack Bagels, and his design for outboard motor have been exhibited in room number 12 along with the sketches by all other boys. The designs which have been made by the boys and the girls have been exhibited in room number 12. And as for the girl, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, but one girl, and room number 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 dresses, designs, all different and all beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of her drawing is worthy of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Venda Petronsky is the winner of that girl's medal. Now, what the teacher told, that almost all the girls have submitted one or two designs, but there is one girl who have submitted almost 100 sketches, 100 designs. So room number 13 should be proud of her that 100 designs have been submitted, and the judges are ready that any one of the drawing is worthy to win. That it shows that each and every dress is beautiful. Any of the drawing can be the winner. So the medal from the girls goes to Venda Petronsky. The Venda Petronsky is the winner of the girls medal. Unfortunately, Venda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. Exquisite means extremely beautiful, well made, beautifully executed drawings. Now, unfortunately, she is not here. Venda is absent from the school from many days. Hope she will back and she will receive her appraise. She'll receive her appraisal. Till that time, you can just line up in the room quietly and take a look at her beautiful drawings. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad. Even the boys were happy, right? To show the applause, a huge round of applause means they clapped. And even the boys were happy to see such a beautiful drawing did by Venda Petronsky. They were also glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, to make the sound on the floor, to show the happiness on the floor, put their fingers in their mouth and whistles, though they were not interested in the dresses. But just they got the chance to make the chaos. Some of the notorious kids, the last benchers. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. That's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And here's that green one, boys. And I thought I could draw. Now, what they are saying, that Maddie is asking Peggy to say, take a look that this is the blue dress which she used to talk, and even that is that jungle green with the red sash. Even that dress is also there. Both the dresses are drawn beautifully. It is very beautiful. Now, just let us have a comprehension check. Why didn't Maggie ask Peggy to stop teasing Wenda? What was she afraid of? As she didn't ask, first of all, she don't have the courage, she don't have the nerve to write a note, and on the next hand, even she pictured herself on the ground. She pictured herself that it will be her turn next. If she'll ask stop to tease Wenda, girls will tease her. That's the reason she was afraid of. Who did Maddie think would win the drawing contest? Now, what was the Maddie thinking? Who will be the winner of that drawing contest? That it will be Peggy. Peggy will be the winner, and why? Because Peggy was a good sketch artist. She used to draw the sketch as it is that anybody can recognize. If she is drawing a face of any of the film star, you can identify that which film star or which character she have drawn. Who won the drawing contest and what had the winner drawn? Now, who had won the contest? The winner of the drawing contest was Wenda. And what she had drawn? She had drawn that 100 dresses. And out of that 100 dresses, which were the two dresses? One was that blue color and another one was that jungle green, bottle green, dark green dress, which was talked about by Wenda, which she used to talk with Maddie and Peggy. So 100 dresses were drawn and Wenda was the winner for drawing this 100 dresses. This is the end of the 100 dresses part 1. Stay tuned. We'll continue with the 100 dresses part 2. If any questions, any queries, please drop down your message. We'll reply you soon. Bye bye. Take care and be safe at your places.